Welcome back to 3 Delirium. My name is AJ, and I seem to have a bit of a problem. So, I'm running out of filament, and the place that I would normally get it from, the company Filam-exit out of the UK, well, there are a few complications now these days. I might just have to go back to the original creators of my printer, Prusament, out of the Czech Republic, to get filament from them instead. Well, tune in to see what my problem is and how I think I might be able to fix it. Alright, and here we have the front page of the website Filam-exit. As soon as I got my 3D printer back in October of 2020, I had already known about this company. I saw a review for them on some YouTube channels that I watch as well that have to do with 3D printing. Now, right on the headline of the website, sustainable 3D printing with featured articles talking about how they recycle and literally their account of their carbon footprint reduction right on the top of their website. I knew from the start this is exactly where I wanted to get my filament from. Now, staying at home during lockdown with this 3D printing hobby, I knew that I would need to be printing, well, I would likely be printing a lot at that time, so I wanted to make sure I got plenty of filament, so I needed some place to get it from. Now, in Ireland, living in Ireland, if I'm looking for any specific kind of thing like 3D printing filament, it would be quite common to order it from the UK, this kind of stuff. Like, for example, Amazon, there is no such thing as an Amazon Ireland yet. We would always look for specific things, like, for example, if I needed non-metric nuts or bolts, I would order from the UK, or specific things like certain craft supplies would have to be ordered from Amazon UK. So ordering from this UK-based 3D printing company seemed like a no-brainer, and they had exactly what I wanted. Now, their website can be a little chaotic at times, like with these drop-down menus that fill the entire screen here. Sometimes if you just accidentally scroll over them, it can really kind of startle you. But they do split everything up into the kind of filament you're looking for. For example, it's very easy to see. For example, they have PLA. PLA is kind of best known for printing like trinkets and test subjects for like prototyping. So they have like a little statue here. PETG might be more a little bit more utility. So here's like a vase or a garbage can. ABS and ASA are kind of filaments used for more like rugged industrial context. So they have, you know, the shovel handle and sprockets like displayed for those. So like they have it fairly organized. So I can easily just find the PLA that I want, and I would click right on there. It gives a breakdown of the PLA itself, what it's made of, the kind of things I mentioned on previous videos, and even once again, right here, like first thing they say is how recycled they would like to keep it. And you can scroll right into the various kinds of rolls of filament they sell. And right now is a sale apparently, so you can see right up front sales and money saved that you might be looking for. Actually, yesterday was like Memorial Day in the US, but a bank holiday in the UK, so I think they still have a sale going on from that. You can very easily find, like I said before, exactly what you're looking for. If you click on one of these, you would see they have the price range listed, the average recycled content of the entire thing, and it even showcases that the cardboard spools that they come on are 100% recycled. Now you can even choose the diameter of filament you want. My printer is a 1.75, just like that, and you can choose the various kind of sizes that you would want to order. When I was on here before, sometimes the picture might even change, showing the smaller spools that they would be displayed with all these different kinds of variety of ways to pay and everything. Now, it was all well and good, and I really, really appreciated getting almost all of my filament from this company. And back in January, I ordered some filament from them, but January is also when the United Kingdom exited from the European Union. And living in Ireland, I would still be living in the European Union. And so after this order of 2 spools of filament, therefore I had an order of 2 kilograms that came from the UK to my house. I later, months later, I believe I received it 2 months after I ordered, another letter in the mail. This time it was from FedEx, and for the 2 kilograms of filament, I was charged 30 extra euro by FedEx. Now, it did cost me around 14 just for shipping, but again, it's kind of heavy, so I can understand that shipping. But being charged an entire additional spool of filament just to get these imported from the UK, it was not worth it. I can't. I would love to continue using this product. I am a huge fan of their mission statement and what they have to offer. Like their color, once I received the colors and we're using them, like the colors are very rich and very opaque and bright, and I think they're just beautiful. But I can't justify spending 50% more every time I want to get one of these spools of filament. Now, even with this sale, I don't think the sale would even justify spending the additional money either. Let's see what our sale prices are at. We'll try red. I don't have any red. $1.75 and 1 kilogram. That's interesting. Sale price is the same as the white's standard price. Well, that's a shame. But, second option. On Amazon, there are innumerable brands of filament and money I can save there, but that does start to run into a lack of quality or a lack of quality control. Maybe let's say that. I'm sure you can find some really good quality filament on Amazon, but you can also find pretty bad stuff that can cause you some issues. So my second option. Here we have the website that I got my printer from. So this is the direct to their company, direct to Prusa out of the Czech Republic. And first thing they have right at the top would be specifically the filament that they themselves make there in their own factory. Now, if we click on filament near the top, you have the different kinds of filament you might be looking for by name. Filamentive's website was nice because they showed a picture of an example. If it's not quite understood what you're ordering just yet. But since I do know what I already want, PLA, I can click right on there. But if I don't click on Prusament, which is the filament that they make themselves, I'm brought here to this. This is just PLA filament, and you'll notice that they have listed here the Prusament PLA, as in like this is the stuff they make there, but also ones that aren't labeled as Prusament. Now this is just filament made by another company that Prusa is kind enough to just host on their website. Now they were selling this kind of filament before they had the facilities to make their own in their own shop. So what I'm looking for is some white. Let's see if we can find some white Prusament. Now the reason I would go with specifically the Prusament that they have here is because they are quite thorough and transparent with the creation of their product. So here we go. Vanilla white might be close enough. If we click on here, scroll through to see some reviews. It shows right here that they guarantee precision in their product. So if we think of 3D printing like hot glue, if you can imagine a hot glue stick that might not necessarily be uniform in its thickness the whole way through, it might cause like bubbles and spots and spitters, and while you're using it, it might be splattering around and just creating less quality of an outcome. So they can guarantee us that there would be a less than or greater than 0.02 millimeters in the width. So almost a hair. Actually, that might even be smaller than a hair. And it even tells us what we can expect by this. It shows their manufacturing facility as well as the actual products they used when making the filament. And here we can see that it shows the quality that you can check for yourself. Each box comes with a QR code on the outside, and you can actually see the process that it took to make specifically the one in your hand. Now, that is pretty rad. It's kind of a transparency that you can't really get anywhere else for many other products. I've never seen this kind of effort used before in anything, but you can demonstrate here these attributes and positives and negatives that kind of come with PLA material in general. But it's a lot of information, and if we scroll back up here, we might be able to see that the price is actually far lower than what we were dealing with the Filamentive. Now, I would love to use Filamentive, but it's even cheaper now, and I shouldn't be dealing with any kind of Brexit import tax now. So this might be the way to go. I would absolutely jump on Prusament as my second choice because it is the brand made by the same company as my printer itself. So in theory, on my printer, this filament should work the best. They have a very robust customer service department that would also kind of benefit me if I'm having any issues. I can tell them that I am using Prusament, and they might be able to better help me with any issues I might have. But what do you think? Do you print anything yourself? What brand of filament do you have on your end? Do you have a certain one that you like, or do you just go with whatever the cheapest one you can find on the internet? Let me know down in the comments down below, and we can all talk about this together. Or if you're a fan of websites in general, do you like this layout and the setup of either of the websites we showcased here today? I'm a fan of both of them. I have seen some pretty lackluster websites, but this Prusa in particular has pretty slick, pretty sleek, and tickles my fancy. So, thanks for joining me this week to see what I'm dealing with at the moment, and tune in next week, and hopefully we'll have a less serious video waiting for you. I'll talk to you then. Thanks for joining me here on 3 Delirium, where we can all hallucinate about the possibilities of 3D printing. I'll see you then.